We're going to start off with our community spotlight with Bruce Lee, who is in charge of the Lafourche Alumni Tournament.
Tell us about alumni softball this weekend, brother. What's going down this weekend at the Larose Park?
Yeah, we have 20 men's teams, 14 women's teams. We'll get rolling Friday at 6 o'clock. I believe the women are starting Friday at 6 o'clock as well. It'll be a fun, entertaining weekend, raising money to help out different sporting programs at Lafourche. So looking forward to it.
Look, this is going to sound like a troll question, but I promise you it's not. Just so it's out there. All the fields are lighted and everything. We'll be good to go.
Yep, everything's good to go. I actually went and spent some time over there today. I'll be doing some dirt work tomorrow, try to get everything squared away. It's not in bad shape by any means, but we'll be hauling in a few wheelbarrows of dirt, get home plate ready, and we'll see what happens. Looks like a beautiful weekend.
Yep.
No weather in the forecast. Nice and sunny all weekend, so should be a fun one.
I know this is a busy weekend for you and all the people that are helping out. You're going to show up there probably, Friday at 1, 2 o'clock, and probably you're going to spend, 3-4 hours at the house the whole weekend probably. I know it's long into Friday night, late into Saturday and Sunday morning. Not a whole lot of sleep for Mr. Lee in the next couple of days, huh?
No, like I said, we're starting Friday at 6 o'clock. I'll be there, like you said, around lunchtime, just getting everything squared away, helping out Miss Hillary in the concession, making sure we got everything ready to go for anybody that's coming to eat, drink, have a good time. And then we play until about 1 a.m. on Friday night, and then we're scheduled to play until about 1 a.m. on Saturday night. Usually that runs a little late. I've seen weekends we don't get out of there till 3:30 in the morning, right? And we starting everything back over again 8 o'clock each morning. It's a very trying weekend, but at the end of the day, man, it's for the kids, raise money and help out these programs. So it's worth it.
Just like a rough estimate, usually how much we generate in a year, like 30 grand, 40 grand.
The last few years have been a little rough with COVID, Ida, and things like that. But normally when we could play at night, play late into the night, it's anywhere between 25 and 30 profit. So
awesome. That's amazing.
Hey, Bruce, real quick. I know you've been involved in youth sports. How much different is it dealing with a bunch of adults that are just trying to have a good time, but at the same time, knowing things have to be scheduled and knowing things need to be somewhat on time, and then kind of keeping that peace?
One thing, and there's going to be a lot of people offended by this.
That's
One thing that I've noticed when you're dealing with adults and competitive sports, you deal with a lot more crying than you do with kids, right? Everybody's got an opinion on something, and I'm sure they have a few that could speak to it before me. Everybody thinks it's easy to do this until they do it. It takes a lot to get into it, but yeah, just a lot more crying with adults.
You were telling us about this, and I'm seeing it now even posted on social media. Before the first pitch is going to be thrown, you guys got 20 teams that are lining up to play some alumni golf. You guys got a little scramble out there. Dude, that's going to be a lot of fun. Tell us about that.
Davey LeBlanc been putting this together the last few years. I'm not sure who started it. I don't want to give credit to Davey if I don't have to, but I know he's been doing it for the last couple of years. It's just a fun way to get everything rolling for the weekend. Everybody plays around a golf, have a few drinks, cocktails, and just sets the tone for the weekend.
Which graduating class has won the most championships?
I hadn't been around long enough, so I'm not going to speak on that.
He got it.
All I could tell you is that same class has gone 0-2 as many times as they won the championships.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's all or nothing.
But just like your boy, LeBron's won a few rings. He's lost in the first round a couple times.
Not more than Jordan.
The very important questions. It's obviously an adult event. You have to have graduated. So folks going to be partaking in some adult beverages. What do we got to drink over the weekend? Being there a few times, only participating once, thank God. But being there a couple of times just to support the effort. I know it's a halfway party.
Obviously, you're going to have your normal beers, your Miller Lite, Budweiser, Bud Light, Coors, things like that. This year, I actually reached out to Miss Hillary, who's going to be running that side of things. I had a few requests for seltzers and high noons and twisted teas, so we'll be having those as well. I think we're doing White Claw. Ryan Pete requested some weird type of seltzer that apparently it's got to be only him that drinks it. So,
of course he did. I love you, Ryan, but of course he did.
So we'll have that. We'll have twisted teas. We'll have high noons. We'll have White Claws. those will be a little bit more expensive. Obviously, they cost more to buy. So we'll sell those for $3 a piece. Your regular ordinary beers will be sold at $2 a piece. So
I mean, you said that there, and you're right. You said, well, those are going to be a little more expensive. You go to a restaurant or something, the cheap beer is $4 or $5. So you just said $2 and $3. And again, I'll tell you, just like I told you when we had you on the radio, y'all don't show up with an ice chest of your own beer that you buy at the store. Go and come with, $50, whatever, and buy your drinks at the dang event and raise money for the school. As Bruce just said a second ago, you want to drink a 6-pack? That's what, $12? Come on, man. Where else are you going to find that?
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's a fundraiser, right?
Yeah.
Just remember what the weekend's about. And obviously, if you want to bring an ice chest, bring it empty and fill it up with our beer.
100%.
That's funny coming from Bruce, who never takes the tab.
I won't bring beer. I'll just drink the free beer that other people buy there.
So who are the favorites coming in this year? Who's been talking the most trash? Because I know it's always a good time whenever you get around and folks start competing.
I've been talking the most trash. I could answer that. The favorites going into this year, probably you got 5 teams that really are competing to win it. I think 2022 defending champs, obviously a bunch of good ball players from the past few years. They won it last year pretty convincingly. 09, you can never count 09 out. If they got all their guys, they get rolling. It's hard to beat them. I think we compete well. We won it a couple years ago. 05, right? They'll either win it all or be done Saturday by lunch.
Yep.
They got a lot of buzz surrounding the old men team.
Always do.
1900s.
They always do.
What we got them listed as. Just know how to play softball. They don't do anything fantastic. They just hit it where you're not and one base at a time, and they don't beat themselves. You have to beat them. They're never gonna run into an out. They're never gonna drop the routine plays. So that's another team. Other than that, I would say 2011 has a good chance, but they play us first. So
they'll be in the losers bracket early.
Bad luck for them.
You can't face the guy who's running the tournament in the first game. I mean,
that's what initially prompted me to volunteer to start running this. Right, Ryan Pete ran it obviously for years. And it seemed like every time he got the best break. So I'm like, well, he's running the damn thing. So naturally, I take it over. Like. First year I take it over, we win. 2 years later, we win again. So I don't know. Maybe it's a blessing.
Yeah. Let's talk about the ladies. You said how many teams?
14.
It's a good show.
I was it feels like that's more than what they've had at years, huh?
So they got a lot of the younger teams from what I've seen in the bracket have multiple teams. So 2022 has multiple teams in the tournament. 2023 has multiple teams in the tournament.
Golly, that's cool.
Obviously, that helps out, right? Entry fees are a big part of the fundraiser. So the more teams we could get to participate, the better.
Bruce, tell me this. Double elimination. What's the format? I knew at one time it was one pitch, but with the lights being back, it's going to be back to regular old softball now, right?
Old softball, you start with a 1-1 count. We have a 50-minute time limit. And one thing to note, this will be the first year since Ida that the girls are playing with lights. So
sweet.
They didn't have their lights connected last year.
That was your fault, from what I gather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So apparently that was my fault. I got a little backlash from the rec board that I got the lights connected and we couldn't use the lights because the rec league didn't have lights, and I don't know how that was my fault, but
yeah, I mean, I sounds pretty reasonable that it was your fault.
Next thing you know, you'll be canceling Halloween.
I just got a good buddy named Archie Chasson who made it happen. I don't know.
My guy. And the first game is scheduled Friday, 6 o'clock, correct?
Friday, 6 p.m. on the girls' side and the boys' side, and we'll be playing damn near all weekend. I don't think anybody will last all weekend other than me. And Lucas Spalding seems to be there.
I was just saying, yeah, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
He never has shoes on, but
it's okay.
We're okay with that.
Well, it's weird because he's not from Golden Meadow, so that makes it awkward.
If only you guys. I hope Lucas is listening to this somehow. Let's talk a little bit about South Lafourche boys basketball, brother, and how good of a year it was last year. You guys made it to the postseason, second round. Got a lot of those kids back and are heading into an exciting off season. It was an awesome year last year, but I'm sure you guys are super jacked up to go try to maybe make some noise next year, especially in a more manageable Division II bracket.
Right. I ran into Carter Cantrell today, and he came run up to me, shake my hand. Hey, Coach, how's it going? I said, man, what you up to? There was talk towards the end of the basketball season that he might be going out for football. I said, hey, man, you out there spring practice? He told me, no, I'm working on basketball. And I Obviously, his brother's doing the same. We've got a few kids that's getting the ball up, getting in the gym, working out. Talked to Coach Pokey a little bit, doing a lot of lifting and cardio right now. So it was exciting. It was a fun time to be a Tarpon basketball program, be part of it. And like you said, we got a lot coming back. We're losing Nick Coleman. He was a big part of what we did on the floor. And then a lot of those other guys were just leaders in the locker room.
100%.
Right? Just glue guys. Alex Freeland didn't get much time, but you couldn't ask for a better kid to coach. Carter Brill, right? Rustin, Remy, Peyton.
Yeah. One thing that you guys got to deal with is last year, especially early in the year, maybe snuck up with some people. Now, going into the next year, everybody knows, hey, they're going to be good.
You got to change your mindset. You go from the underdog and a lot of people's eyes to now you have the target on your back. And how do you handle that? You go into next season, you play into Assumptions, who obviously struggled this year. You see the improvements they made throughout the year. South Terrebonne, you're going to get their best shot. I think we'll be able to compete with within the district. And Eleanor's got a lot of guys coming back. Vanderbilt's got a few guys coming back as well. So it'll be a good district to be a part of.
Tell the viewers how hard it is to hold that clipboard and tell the referee what kind of timeout you want.
Hey, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. That's it.
Bruce, we appreciate you stopping by, and you're more than welcome to stay and hang out. One more time, give us the rundown. Look, to maybe somebody who hasn't been to the alumni softball tournament, on the fence, hey, should we go past a good time? Invite the community. Tell them give them your sales pitch, Bruce. What would you tell them to get them come on out and enjoy?
This event's obviously centered around softball, but I would say it's more of a high school reunion every
100%.
year, right? You get to see people that you haven't seen in a year, or if you haven't been to alumni in a few years. Everybody's there. Everybody that you think about, from you go look in your yearbook, you see, oh, man, I hadn't seen this guy in a couple of years. He'll be there. You want to come pass a good time, help raise money for kids that are in school now. You don't realize how much this fundraiser benefited you when you were in school. Just come out, spend some money. It's better than anything else you're going to do, and you get to catch up with a few old buddies.
Amen. Mr. Bruce Lee, we appreciate you. Like I said, you're more than welcome to hang out and talk some sports with us, but that's the alumni softball tournament. I hope that you guys don't win, but if we don't win, I hope you guys do.
Yeah, we. Hear that? We.
Yeah, here's the thing. I was told this by Britton Como one time. Britton told me, he said, the most valuable person in a graduating class is either A, the dude who could hit home runs, or, listen to this, B, the dude who can't hit home runs but knows he can't and doesn't play. I would be the second one.
That's a good breakdown.
Britton's got a few of them on his team that need to take that secondary advice. And he can't tell you that, but I will.
There you go. Well, my man, we appreciate you. Thanks as always. As Mr. Bruce Lee, we appreciate his time. Go and visit them at the Alumni Softball Tournament. They are going to have a wonderful weekend. They always do have a wonderful weekend. And if I get some free time from the state championships this weekend, I will be out there catching all sorts of grief from everybody, I'm sure, after wearing and putting up the pink shirt throughout the course of the show. Boys, you guys have been out there. It's a good time, man. Like Bruce said, it's a freaking class reunion, dude. He also said, $2 beers, man. Come on, you can show up with $50 and drink all weekend.
Yet he's drinking my beer for free right now. No, it is awesome. The Friday night over there is legit. It's something that literally happens once a year. And what Bruce mentioned, you get to meet up with a lot of old folks. I think as the weekend progresses, it gets a little more serious and competitive because you got the teams that want to win that are still in there. But that Friday night, it's long, and it's something that's unique that you don't get to experience very often in a setting quite like that.
So it is the Group Chat podcast.
We got the most requested person to come on the podcast, which was somebody dealing with alumni. So we went straight to the top, right?